الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط الله المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. نشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. When I'm dear respected brothers and sisters in Al-Islam, before I open the Bayaan today, I ask Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for guide me and protect me and Una from the shaitan, when I the plain enemy of mankind. The one way Allah don't push away from mercy. And in Allah, in name, now I begin by this speech. Now in the God will get the mercy of this world and the mercy of the next world. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, anyone where he guide, no one no go misguide them. And anyone where don't misguide, we don't come on the straight path, nobody no go put another straight path except in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Brothers and sisters, I say once more thanks to Allah for sparing me life and our life after I don't take her last night, and also for the past, for the short time we will not see me for quite a while. But alhamdulillah, we say once more again, thanks to Allah for making this for me, to make this opportunity for me for come back to Nam as a brother in Al-Islam, and also the duty where we get for let we implement them and let we do them inside Al-Islam, way for advise one another, for patience, and advise one another for say the truth. We say thanks once more to Allah for making possible for me and for Siba to khair. May Allah continue for bless with days them, the days of life. And may Allah make Kuda go through difficulty. May Allah make it easy for us. And my brothers and sisters, they will ask for dua, and the one who they not get for me for them dua. May Allah grant them success, and also including with me, and may Allah make everything easy for them. Before I go further, I just want to announce to them, say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We there for Allah, to Allah we all get for return. And as Allah says, Kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut, and every soul that tastes the bitterness of death. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala naingari life and nainde take them, because na say minha khalaqnakum, from this ground, this earth, where they work me and you day and night, would they bluff, would they do everything in common, and they Allah make we, wa fiha nu'idukum, and they Allah get for return we, after it don't take we life, wa minha nukhrijukum taratan ukhra, and they Allah get for take we back, give you life, and for let you bring to be the judgments of the lives that we don't spend on this planet. May Allah make it easy for we. I'm sorry for announce this to the community and the mami them, the pa them, the brothers and sisters them, auntie them, uncle them. Say one we mama when ya memuna and boku of we know am naya and una baku no know am for tell me say Allah don't take your life. May Allah sorry for us. You don't go meet Allah, and may Allah make the question of the grave become easy for us. Now the mami them where they start, when the mami them where the Bible they teach naya, let's Sheikh Salah Jane. May Allah unite them all, and may Allah give them good position inside the day. The day between naya and till when this mosque they reach to this point today, and they stay there until where Allah they take in life. May Allah sorry for her. May Allah forgive him and grant him mercy. And may Allah make we live as Muslims, we die as Muslims, and raise we up Yawm al-Qiyamah as Muslims. And for now, we don't even know the date yet where they don't set up for the janaza, that is for Kampre, Panam, and for Goberam. For any information we get, we will make the family members and friends them, whether they tell you this date here, for announcement to the Jama, let them know that this day and go for Gole, Yamemuna to rest in final destination. We will all be safe now, we will final destination and dandy. May Allah make it easy for you. Dear brothers and sisters, I'm sorry to announce this to you that we lost one of our beloved mother, sister, auntie in Islam, who are the founding members of this masjid, and they are one of the students of our late Sheikh Salah Jane, rahimahullah. May Allah forgive him and grant him Jannatul Firdaus al-A'la. She passed away yesterday. So indeed, we don't have any specific date for the janaza yet, but any date that is given to us by the family members will let the brothers and sisters know when is going to be the janaza. And we all know the reward of when you pray behind a brother or sister who passed away, that is the janaza. When you pray behind them, the reward is enormous. It's so great, it's equivalent to Mount Uhud. I mean, even Qira'at, when it's like that of the whole of Mount Uhud in gold. So if you witness in carrying this body to the burial, to the cemetery, until it's buried, you have another reward. And if you're patient until the crowd disperses from the burial ground to various destinations, you have another reward. May Allah grant us success in this life and the hereafter. Alhamdulillah, I'm back from my vacation. I say thanks to Allah for making it, for giving me this chance, and I will pray to Allah SWT to bless our days of our lives, and may Allah make us become successful in this world and the hereafter. When I meet brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah, I once more want to remind me, say, you will miss, you know, we get this news, and you know, we forget this understanding, say, today, and the first day of Dhul Hijjah, the actual month of the day of, the month of Hajj. From today till to the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, now important days there. And then there's here, no day, way more important to Allah SWT as compared to the days here. Then in days here, they're important to Allah SWT, and anybody where they go for make sacrifice, or say if for take buy sheep or for sacrifice, whether not camel or cow for make sacrifice, inside this inside the day of Yom Nahar, the day where they slaughter the animal, the Yom Adha, Idul Adha, the day where they make the Eid, that day the way they slaughter, the Yom that day all over the world, from even inside Mecca, the one they go Hajj, they coincide that day. So from today, you know, for cut your fingernails them, you know, for shave any part of your body until the day when you go for reach the Yom Nahar, the day when they slaughter the animal, when they say Dunke, the Dunke day when they slaughter them, then you free for do what you get for do. But if you really want to get the blessing of these days, you forget for fast. And again, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Love fast is 9 days of Dhul Hijjah." The 10th day, when the 10th day of the month of Dhul Hijjah, the day of Eid. On the Thursday, that is the 9th, Yawmul Arafah, the day when the biggest day where we see anybody will go Hajj, you go perform Hajj. If you don't witness this day, you not in Arafah, in Hajj, you not complete that, you not get Hajj. Because they prove that the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Hajj Arafah. The Hajj movement they perform for let it become a Hajj and accept it to Allah SWT, for sure say you don't complete the rites of the Hajj. Naina Yomul Arafah, naina the biggest day, Yomul Akbar, a biggest day. May Allah give you tawfiq with the brothers and with them go perform Hajj and sisters them. May Allah grant them success and it will make them do work where will please Allah SWT. May Allah go accept them. Amen. Brothers and sisters, we all know, we only beloved Mu'adhin when Brother Muhammad, the late Pap, they call their Jari, it means we neighbor. This is now part of the Hujjaj that we go this year. May Allah give them well body and long life and prosperity. May they able to perform all the necessary rites, then we will make them get the reward of the Hajj. Yes. You see, the blessing, there is no blessing no day where Allah SWT call you na that place. The call where Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, Allah Ta'ala announced the call to call mankind for the Hajj. Ya'tuna min kulli fajjin amiq. They come from different parts of the world. If Allah don't make a more mention your name among the mark in the mark of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, when we make the call by the will of Allah, by in power, you don't be among the lucky people them waiting for mass in that place. May Allah make you will not get the chance, may God Allah open the chance for let you go perform Hajj. Because now the fifth pillar of Islam is very important, and then nobody not take a joke. What you do? We human beings as Muslims, when we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Islam when they follow, they build on 5 pillars. The first and foremost one, the most important one, if you don't acknowledge that, you don't accept that, when I go give you the ticket and the key for let you be inside the fold of Islam, when I the kalima to shahada, and ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. No other God no day. We get right for let them worship, we no go be trouble yawm al-qiyamah, we no go be questioning yawm al-qiyamah, we no go be balo yawm al-qiyamah, we no go be punishment yawm al-qiyamah, except for say, no other God no day we get right for let you worship, where you go worship, we're not going to be trouble yawm al-qiyamah except Allah. And when you take this kalima to tawheed, if you're sincere, if you're not getting no other belief where they connect to this belief here, the belief of this tawheed, kalima to tawheed, for say God now one, not to 3 in 1, like where other religion they believe say 3 God in 1. They say God the Papa, God the Pekin, and God the Holy Spirit. That's not 3 God. Allah said, "Laqad kafara alladhina qalu thalithu inna Allah thalithu thalatha." The one when they say God are 3 in 1, they make all the 3 God into 1. That person they don't deny. Allah don't declare Himself. He don't describe Himself very clear. When we say, if somebody they ask you, what is your own understanding about Allah SWT? According to you, what are the concepts? What is Islam? What does Islam say about God, Allah SWT? About God? What are your concept of God? Not say, oh, God invisible, God is there everywhere. No, this is not the proper or correct understanding for them to describe Allah SWT or give the best attributes them where in gets. Just don't go far. Just follow Surah Al-Ikhlas. Say, Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Allah na one. Allahu samad. Allah na independent God. It not depend to you, it not depend to me, it not depend to no technology, no human being, no creature where He made from above and below and between heaven and the earth, it not depend to none of it here. We depend to Him. All the creation, the living things and the non-living things, they depend to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you don't get that belief, we're then at the same page. That you don't get problem. Allah na one, lam yalid, wa lam yulad. You not born, they not born. You not get papa, you not get mama. You not get beginning, you not get ending. You not the first, and you not get beginning. You not the last, you not get ending. Who al-awwal? Naina the first, al-akhir, naina the last. Al-Hayyul Qayyum, ever living God, is standing by His own position as huwa kulla yawmin huwa fi shan. Every day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying Allah, every day, in power they increase. Al-Khaliq, naina the creator. Al-Bari, naina begin everything from nothingness, nothing of it exists, naina bring that into existence. Al-Musawwir, naina photo we make me as a photocopy. We daddy we say from you that we na photocopy from you that is we daddy they say the own papa them, then a photocopy from the own papa them. The original man where Allah was created on earth, on this planet, now Adam alayhi salatu wasalam. He make out your hand. We all naya al-musawwirun. We all naya Allah make we ask photocopies from your own papa them. Take to grandfather, take to Adam alayhi salatu wasalam. We na photocopy from this original man. Yes. Now make Allah say, Ya ayyuhan nas, una watamantaku rabbakum, una fear on our Lord, una obey on our Lord. Alladhi khalaqakum min nafsin wahid. He make una from single soul, single life. Wa khalaqa minha zawjaha. From this soul, and I make the woman. So Allah make the originality among the originality where Allah make with your hand. Now Adam alayhi salatu one of them. The kursi, the qalam. So then it's here Allah make out this that in then here work also Allah make out your hand. The Jannah Allah make out your hand. You know, implant angel for like nothing. Allah do all the job. So if you they worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you worship with any other creation, with any entity, you believe, and your aqidah when they say you believe, batil. You don't point. Let's say committing shame. Allah no get something with you balance. What was Samim Basir? Allah in the area and the sea. Love Asma'ul Husna. And get the most beautiful name. Alim al-Ghayb wa Shahada. He know what in anything where they are the secret. And he know anything that happen openly. Al-Mutakabir. And the proud God. Subhanallah amma yushrikun. We are not glorify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Stay away from any other belief. Whether when you believe of this kalimatu tawheed and what it then you had, it will be for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For say inna salati wa nusuki wa mahyaya wa mamati lillahi rabbil alamin. You all you sacrifice, you worship and everything you do now for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not for the sake of get sasa or get an amulet or something where they end by yourself or where they put on like below, when they say karafilo, anything where they put by your body as a protection. May Allah be your protection. May Allah guide and protect you. And the second pillar, and then the salah women they can perform. Bunya al-Islam, khamsin, and the second one, and the salat. And this, and we don't prescribe for 50 times per day. But Allah, because of His love, Allah said, La yukallifullahu nafsan illa wus'aha. You know they give your own servant, Lord, where do we put them here? We're heavy for them. So He reduced them from 50 to 5. For we noble prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we go visit them. And when you come to the 5 daily prayer, now most of we now they make carelessness. So man, they won't pray through, you know they pray Asa. When we pray Fajr, you know they pray take past our next. So they know they pray to time. So then they pray from Eid to Eid or pray from fast month to fast month. May Allah make it easy for me. The third one and the zakat. The zakat, the savings, and the business way they do, when they say like you get one whole farm, then you get one whole main animal them. Then see them property, wait and deal if they run with you for 1 year, we go for full zakat at 2.5. And the other one, when some Ramadan, for fast in the month of Ramadan. Wallahi, the sweet, the best one, among the other one where we say, if you Allah make you don't complete the 5 pillars, when at the Hajj al-Bayt, the manistata ilayhi sabila, for go perform or visit the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you only get the means. And I will tell you brothers and sisters, Allah, some people, Allah bless them. He give them and get the means, he will pay for 2-3 people them. But how you go once, Jannah for other person, forget yourself. أتأمرون الناس بالبر وتنسون أنفسكم وأنتم تتلون الكتاب فلا تعقلون. Una they command other people them for do good, for let them enter Jannah. Una forget to yourself. May Allah guide you and protect you. And Yawm al-Qiyamah, big cry day. How the big cry day when Allah give you money? You say let's spend وأنفقوا مما رزقناكم. Una spend what Allah blessed you. من قبل أن يأتي أحدكم الموت. Before the die will meet you. فَيَقُولَ رَبِّ لَوْلَا أَخَرْتَنِي. And before you go give the excuse, Allah, give me respite, give me time, give me seconds, give me minutes, give me hour, give me days. I will go do good. وَلَنْ يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهَا. Allah don't talk him. Say, when me and you with time not reach for leave this dunya, for left this dunya, it not go delay. La yastakuna sa'at or la yastakhirun. You know they delay not that 1 hour or the reverse for 1 hour. But you know what in there would they underestimate the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Ni'matan, 2 blessings, Magbun fihima kathirun min nas. Bakupa and winaya, be ungrateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then 2 today, they not no important. Pass Allah take 1 per then 2 tier. He take away from you. As-siha, Allah give you well body. Now me you get well body. Would they talk? Would they work out? Why some people then they in hospital? So then a machine they breathe for them. So then if they job they talk to register before they remember they say that person they don't collapse. If they force a life around and then they arrest and force. So if you be ungrateful to Allah for this blessing of the siha, of the well body, where Allah don't give, well farah, and the free time, where you get for do something, then they say, hayya ala salah, when I can't follow God pray, hayya ala falah, when I can't to success. Whose success will defend at this dunya? We pass the success for camp, the success, the everlasting success. The temporal success, not for that one, we made the faith for not get money, not for education, and decrease them, and also for get money for build hostel. May Allah guide you. May Allah protect you. You don't stop people from offending here. But you know now the worst thing? When Allah give you the well body and you give this free time, it don't make use of it. Now I make the Prophet say, Badiru bi a'mal. When I prepare for do good work, be sab'i, before 7 things will happen to me. One day the Prophet now he said, khatta murabba. He draw a square. وخط خطا خارج في وسط خارج منه. Now I draw this square like this box. I see what this box is in the square. Inside this box, like where they say the drum, so he draw one straight line middle. The straight line in the middle. This line here, it begins from this point to the end of this point. Now it pass, it go out of the box. Inside this line middle there, it begins to draw small line there. Now I say, how that inside, this is a waterman. That's you, me and you, not time. You know they pass, you know they add, you know they reduce, not time. He says, see this line. If they had that inside or had that agile, this is not waterman, this is not your own time. This box, this whole box, not waterman, 9 the inside, 9 this. This straight line, where can inside so, it go out of the line, inside the box, had a amanu, this is not waterman hope, that is the hope beyond your time. 50, 60, 70, 80, depends on the years, where another mark for day at the wall, it the hope beyond that time there. Now make it talk say, La yazalu qalbu kabir shaban fi ithnatayn. 2 things them. Wallahi, the heart of the old person without old, the heart they still become young. But 2 things. Hubu dunya, for like the dunya, wa tulul umr, he like for like the long life. Or for like get, he hope they go beyond, as far as the time when Allah don't put for like exist on the planet. May Allah help you, I'm sorry for it. Now say, hada khutatan sigharan, that's small line there, where they inside the middle line. Hada a'rad, these are the obstacle where me and you they go through. There's small line and they will put middle inside that small line. He said that the obstacle, the difficulties that women they go through. He said this first line, hada is if this in akhtahu hada, if this one misa, nashahu hada, this one is misa. Today they cry. Before they remember tomorrow, I got a problem with the carry away. Subhanallah, may Allah guide and protect you. You see, there is one thing we fail to realize. Say four things that happen to you during the day. 4 things that happen to you during the day. When Allah they play with your life within this finger. And you know they pass you. Inside that hour day, within 24 hours day, you see sometimes within where you crap, you see your mood king fine. You look fine, you happy inside. Before they remember some few hours, your mood don't change. Maybe guys until the morning. Before they remember, either they laugh or they cry. This is not a dumb for human being. So if you one problem miss you, now then they go there and that another one, you know they miss you. If this miss you, this one already miss you. So may Allah guide and protect you. Brothers and sisters, these are the months of Dhul Hijjah. If you get chance to keep this fast till the 9th of Dhul Hijjah, wallahi you don't get the reward. Because you wait fast that day, before Yawmul, where they say Yawmul Arafah, the 9th of Arafah, the Arafah day, you fast, you sins them when me and you they commit. Last year, we don't pass you. So the one we don't count yet this for next year, Allah then 2 years here, now 2 sins there, then 2 years here, now 2 years sins in the whip. For you sins them. May Allah give you that luck. So if I say, Inna Allah ghafurur rahim, Allah the forgive, again mercy. A merciful God. Not to God when we can. Not to God when we can. Look, imagine. They who father, who mama them, who auntie them, who uncle them, when they start this mercy. But who of them, Allah don't take their life. May Allah sorry for the outside and they don't. Like, you close me, mama. Imagine. May they enter the country, and at the again news yesterday, for say the mommy, day for yesterday, say yesterday the mommy God don't take her. So you see, human being, if you check any bond where they done at that place there, before me go for goal down there, the host say, if you go beyond this time, the own time, yes. The host say they don't beyond this time. But you know the funniest thing, and on the sorrowful thing, when Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam asked the angel of death, or Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam, he said, well, I ask you back. Where I know they see they do justice to people there. Where you take this one in life, he left this one in life. He take that in life, he left that in life. He take that in life, he left that in life. He said, why you know they justice? You know they do justice. He said that answer there, you know they to me. That knowledge I don't get an answer there and pass you. It did to Allah. Mean a list of names them, right? And they give me. And then list of names there, they just calling names there. Wallahi, the whole world. The names as they call it, and they can't inside this in two fingers. Angel death, or the angel of death. May Allah sorry for me. Inside this in two fingers, and I saw they hold them. If they call the names them, they take that at the same time. How it happened? They ask this. When the prophet explained this, say, why the life people in the fetch under the nip and war? Accident they happy under. People in the hospital they nip and fetch under. All over the world, incident they happen. How are they able to take their life at the same time? It's in a list of names that they give me no more. And then list of names, they want to call them, and they just rest at this my finger them. You don't. So human being, the angel of Allah, so that each one waiting up. Eating up in might and in strength is so fearful. Yes, Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam be conscious. If you ask Israel, when at the angel of death, now he named them Israel. Not to Israfil or Israfil and the angel where they go for when Allah give the task for blow the trumpet. Israel, now the angel where Allah give the task for take the life. We say, how do you take the life of the believer and the life of the non-believer? Now I say, learn to take that. He said, no go withstand the sight. He said, if I show you, no go withstand the sight. And he said, show me. Now he said, set here. When no say that angel them, the angel of all of Allah, so that the most fearful one, the way they fear past all in the angel of death, it visits all the prophets them. But not when they visit, when he's dead and they see them, they're not to foresee at the time for die. Me and you now will see angel of death right now. You know, that moment, you know, they pass you. That moment when they pass you at all, exactly at the point, at the right time, the angel will block your life. But the angel, the prophet them, alayhim salatu wasalam, when they see them, they only come for visitation, they can ask them question and other things. When Ibrahim alayhi salam asked Israfil, and he can't in a normal person, because when they appear back to them prophet, they only come as a normal in your size, as an angel. Because each one angel, if you see in size, he flop the horizon, that is, they flop the heaven and the earth. Even the east and west, they cover. The wings, no, Jibril alayhi salam, there's 600 wings. So imagine, England waved the country to the prophets for how many years? 23 years period. It bring the wahi to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. 23 years. Now 2 times only appear to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. 2 times he appeared to us as angel in normal form. First, na the Ghar al-Hira. The time we then at the Hira. The time one time we go visit back. We go there. Where he talk, he read the voice in the column. At the time he turn, he see Jibril. He sit down. If the wings flop the east and the west, if you see how it big and might in strength, if you see him, you know who bear the side, he run, he go now, he says Zamiluni. May Allah guide you and protect you. So may Allah sorry for Mama, we go down here, Usai, Ilido, may Allah make the question of the grave become easy for us. So inshallah, brothers and sisters, or you put them on a flight mode, and also be attentive, do not talk, do not use any devices while the khutbah is going on. جزاكم الله خيرا سبحان ربك رب العزة ما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين